Sorry about that, Taurus Virgo Capricorn. I got a phone call in the midst that I had to take. So like I was saying, somebody is dealing with two different people who, one, they have absolute, like, unconditional stability. Like, this person brings a lot of safety and comfort to them. This person has the ability to give them, like, the foundation that they need and the structure that they need and the stability that they're looking for. But then there's another person that holds, like, unconditional love. Like, I have no idea what this is, but this is, honestly, this is a message for somebody. And it's like you're dealing with two polar opposite people, but it's almost like with this figure being in stone here, it just strikes me as like this was like destined to happen. Like, this is like, I don't want to say like the Stone Ages, but like this goes back like in time, through history, through past lives. Like, this takes it to like a whole nother level of like a connection. So if you're feeling like this new connection with somebody who you feel like you have to make a decision up against towards somebody who you're already with, like, like whoever this new person is, it's like a never, what am I hearing? A never-ending story. I don't know what does that have to do with this? Like, I don't know why that just popped up, but it's kind of like the never-ending story. Like, okay, the never-ending story, like the title of the movie, The Never-Ending Story. Like, this is the never-ending story of like two people's connection. And I feel like it's just been like going on for eons and eons and eons. And then you have the other person who is maybe the polar opposite of you, but they can provide you with the stability and the security and the comfort, and they can provide you with what you need. But there's also this other person who's providing you also with what your soul needs. So it's going to come down to a pretty intense decision that you're going to have to make, or vice versa. I do feel a strong fire presence, like a fire placement, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then I also feel a very strong water placement, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but then there's also a very prominent feeling of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn all across this reading. So you have, honestly, most of the signs here. There's been a situation that you've been investing in that has not really been satisfactory to you. Like, it's not paying off. Of like, you're investing time, you're nurturing something, but the land is dry. You're trying to grow corn from something that, you know, from a land that is dry, that's not being nourished, that's not being hydrated, and you're about to communicate it. So I feel like you're about to communicate either you feeling this type of way to the person that you're currently with, or maybe to another person that you're dealing with. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a partner or spouse. I feel like there's going to be communication being given that it seems like it's positive communication, like it's not something that's like horribly negative, but I'm also seeing that it also comes from a place of just being discontent, like you're not being fulfilled. And so, like, you're about to communicate that in a very loving way, is really what I'm feeling here. Somebody might take it as arrows to the back, because you're coming from a place of healing, and you're coming from a place of nourishment. And I don't think that the person that you're about to communicate this with, like, they're not a very, like, their garden isn't, it's kind of like, I don't know if this is a saying or not, but it's kind of like you have a garden that's very green, it's very voluptuous, it's flourishing, and then this other person, their garden is like not so much in the flourishing department. Like, it's dry, it's, you know, it has weeds everywhere, it's, you know, there's a lot of stones in the soil, and then here it's like really fertile. I do think that with whatever decision that you're going to make, it is going to take some time for you to figure out. I feel like you're definitely right on the money with it, because I feel like you already know what you have to do, but you just have to listen deep to your intuition. Like, I don't know what the phrase deep means, but I feel like you just have to dive deep within yourself and listen to what your soul is speaking, what your heart is speaking, like what is going on in there. We have the Page of Cups here. Somebody could be coming forward with a message. You could be receiving an apology. Or you could actually be receiving a gesture of love as well. Somebody could be making a gesture of love. It's kind of like I see the presence of moving away from a situation that doesn't fully satisfy you. It's kind of leaving you in a discontent situation, and you're moving forward to this Page of Cups, who is standing here like his fish is like jumping out of his cup, like he's waiting for you to like come towards him. And I feel like you're about to communicate, and if you haven't been communicating already, you're about to either receive a message or maybe like a message in your inbox. But I kind of feel like you don't expect this person to do so. Like, I almost get the feeling like it's not who you thought it was going to be. And then we have the Magician here, but it came out like this in reverse. So what this card is telling me is that you're very abundant. You have a lot of flowers around you. Like, you have new growth, you have new opportunities, you have new abundances coming towards you. Like, you've manifested this. So I feel like you're going to choose the flame. And I don't know what that means, but I feel like you're just going to choose to light the flame, and you're going to hold it up, and you're making your decision. Like, you're going to make your decision. And then we have Justice here. So whatever this is, it's going to get balanced out. And I mean, like, this goes deep into history. Like, the connection that you both have goes very, very deep into history. And then we have the Page of Pentacles here. Came out like this. And I'm really being brought to the flowers that both of these people are carrying. Because we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So I have to adjust my cards here. I'm working with a little bit of space. So I feel like whatever balance is going to be brought out of this, it's going to lead to a new opportunity of stability. It's going to lead to a new opportunity of building a foundation. And I feel like, again, with this person not facing forward, like you can only see the back of them, I feel like you honestly don't know who this person is. Or maybe you know them and it's just not who you expect it to be. That's why, like, I'm kind of confused, because I feel like somebody knows about the connection, but then another person doesn't know about the connection. So I actually feel like I'm reading like two different energies right now who are in this situation. And again, my throat chakra is like really, really acting up. So I feel like there's either a severe lack of communication, or you're not communicating, or maybe you're just not speaking your truth to this person. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords here, but the way that I see it is like this. So with this Nine of Swords in this position, there is a lot of anxiety when it comes to unconditional love. There is a lot of anxiety about this connection. So I feel like when you met this person, it kind of was like you came together and it freaked you out, and then you ran. And you have a lot of anxiety about moving towards like what you know is unconditional for you. And it seems like with this anxiety and this like sleepless nights type of atmosphere, like the swords are only imaginary, like they're illusionary. So all of the anxiety, it's an illusion. It's not real. It doesn't hold any power. But I feel like this person is looking at somebody as very beautiful, very independent, very self-sufficient, very intelligent. There's somebody who goes after what they want. There's somebody who, you know, goes after what their dreams are, and they're not afraid of making those changes. They're not afraid to look in the mirror. They're not afraid to back down from a challenge. And I think that there's a person here who finds that very attractive. So we have the Fool here. And I'm just hearing, like, when you wish upon a star. Oh my gosh, look at this. So the way that I place this, like, you're both looking right at each other, and it's like somebody's wishing upon a star and somebody has to make a decision. Somebody's wishing upon a star, somebody has to make a decision, and it's back and forth and back and forth. And you two are looking right at each other. So I don't know if somebody's just watching another person or if somebody is genuinely in contact with this other person, but I almost feel like you guys are a distance away. Like, if there's something about a distance away. Like, you guys could be a pretty decent travel away from each other. So it's like you guys, I don't know how to explain this, but it's like you could be oceans away from each other, mountains away from each other, land away from each other, like 4 hours away, 8 hours away, 10 hours away. Like, there's something going on here with that distance. And then we have the High Priestess here. Okay, and it's in reverse. So I feel like somebody who is stuck in a situation where they're not being fulfilled and they just feel like they're settling, this person's not quite using their intuition. However, they have the keys and the tools to do so. I do believe that in time, this person will listen to their intuition. It's only a matter of time. That's what it's a matter of time. It's like somebody's running out of time. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. That's all I'm hearing. Is this a matter of time? Ooh. Okay. Wow, and the Hierophant popped up. So the Hierophant came out, but the Hierophant came out like this, okay? And I'm being drawn to this baby. I feel like, I kind of feel like two people are meant to have a child. Or like there's a spiritual child who is bringing these two people together. And it holds the key. It's like two halves make a whole. But like, that contradicts because it's not two halves make a whole. It's like, I believe that you should be obviously a whole person and the other person should be a whole person. Yada, yada, yada. We've already discussed that. But there's something about like, it's a dynamic here. There's a dynamic. Somebody holds like infinite wisdom and like, I don't want to say it wrong. They hold like spiritual wisdom and like spiritual knowledge, like almost like the keys to like spiritual tools. And like there's somebody who works with like a lot of energy. I mean, I think somebody is a very old soul in this situation, and I feel like their spirituality is playing a huge part in how this is all being brought together. It's almost like there's a feminine energy who is allowing her spirit guides and her ancestors to completely just guide her through, and she's not necessarily blindfolded to anything, but she is trusting in the divine, trusting in her guides, trusting in her knowledge and path. And it's like being just pulled together, and I don't know how to put this into words, but I'm being drawn back to the flower where it's like a new growth, it's a new life, it's a cycle. There's also somebody who is, I believe, getting over a heartbreak. You could be receiving an apology from this person because they might have turned you down in the past and you two went your separate ways and you were heartbroken over it, and they are coming back to apologize for that. See how my words keep getting missed? Oh my goodness. My words keep getting like all types of messed up. Sorry, there's a fuzz on my shirt. You could be dealing with a heavy situation, and you could be dealing with a sabotage. I totally give up. Oh my goodness. My throat chakra right now and my words, they're just fumbling over and over and over again. Somebody, they're like really emphasizing this whole fumbling over the words thing. Like somebody could have a hard time communicating, putting words together. Like communication might not be their strong suit. It could be a Sagittarian energy who is carrying a heavy burden. Those two cards wanted to pop out, but I wasn't quite ready for them. However, I will leave it on here because I feel like the divine is healing a situation where it's taking some time. Like, it's a heavy burden, but they're just like, keep going, keep going. Like, don't give up just yet. Like, keep going. It's almost there. Like, the connection is, it's almost full. I don't know what that means. Raising the bar. I just heard raising the bar. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. So this, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoever this person is, I believe, is the person who has the ability to... You could have very strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. And then we have the Ten of Cups here. So the Ten of Cups coming right out, it's like she's protecting her happiness. Or he, vice versa. It's a feminine depiction on the cards, so that's why I say she. But somebody is guarding their love, is guarding their fulfillment, is waiting for that equal give and take, waiting for that balance. And they're manifesting, they can manifest anything they need and want into their lives, you know, out of good and pureness. Like, this person has a very pure heart. And I feel like somebody in the midst, like somebody's heart got broken, or somebody's heart was like stabbed a couple times because somebody could have reached out to somebody and made a gesture, and the other person just completely shut it down. And now somebody's rethinking that, and they're realizing like what was there the whole time was for them, type of situation. And then we have the King of Pentacles here, but it was facing this way. So this is the King of Pentacles. And I feel like the King of Pentacles energy, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, that you guys are very abundant, very fruitful, very in charge, very stoic, very that's the energy that I'm feeling, very in control. And there's something about a bull, I believe a bull. I don't know, maybe Taurus energy. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning of a bull. That might be a message for somebody. Somebody likes watermelon. And a lot of it. Hey, watermelon's really good, in my opinion. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. So somebody's juggling, somebody's going back and forth, somebody's waiting for their ships to come in. And I kind of feel like the King of Pentacles, the way that I place these cards, the King of Pentacles is looking right at the Queen of Swords. And it's like, what are you going to do? Who are you going to pick? Where are you going to go? What's going to happen? And then we have the Knight of Cups here that wanted to come out, okay? So somebody's going to come forward. Somebody's going to approach with the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Like, somebody is making this gesture, is making this approach, is coming towards you. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's going to cause like a tower moment because I don't think you see it coming. Lovers at the top of the deck. Holy shit. Like, somebody's got a really, really big decision to make when it comes to a relationship, a situationship, a romantic situation. Like, there's some type of decision. This is Gemini energy. Sorry, there's just people outside working. There's something about this decision that's going to come forth, and I don't think that you see it coming. So be prepared for that. But it's with the Ace of Wands. And with the Hierophant here, I'm honestly like pulled to say, like, I think part of this is going to be a test in a way. Like, it's going to be like a test. Like, I feel like you're going to have options. Like, you're going to have the ability to move forward, have new beginnings, but then also there's another option of repeating cycles. So I would be very careful and really think about what you want to do. Think about what your options are. If this is your story, think about it and really get to the root of you. Love yourself enough to make this decision from your soul and from your heart and what you truly want. Because I feel like it's going to be a pretty big decision that's coming towards you, and I don't think you're going to know what to do. But let me see if I can pull a best advice card. So, best advice. Oh, that's way, way, way too many. Oops. Wow. Queen of Water. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. And that's exactly what I was saying. Trust your intuition. because you're going into a situation that's going to develop further. It's going to go into the depths of like the ocean of emotion. That is for sure. So make sure that you take care of yourself and others and those who are around you, like, you know, your family, your friends. Really put yourself first throughout this. Like, I almost feel like you need to do something just to distract your mind. Like, keep doing what it is that you're doing. Keep moving where, you know, where it is that you're going. Like, don't stop what you're doing. Like, just keep being productive. Keep being you. Keep being grounded and stable, and be, you know, be you, really, honestly. Just be yourself. But, yeah, trust your intuition, okay? That's really all I got for you. So thank you guys for your patience. I really hope that this uploads. Other than that, I will talk to you soon.